The man altered the date written on the check. Then, with the help of a camera, he erased the marks and then copied the same number and filled in a new date. He then cut out a fake signature he had prepared earlier and lightly stuck it using tweezers. In this way, a simple fake check was ready. But when he went to the bank to cash that check, no matter how much he acted sick and poor, the bank employees refused to give him money. The reason was clear. They couldn't accept a check from a stranger. Leji walked out of the bank thinking that perhaps his dream of becoming a pilot was now over. But just then, a passerby inspired him. At that time, pilots were very rare. Wherever they went, beautiful women surrounded them. Children asked for autographs. Even bank managers saluted them. Leji understood that the problem wasn't the fake check. It was a lack of solid identity. So he disguised himself as a journalist and, under the pretext of interviewing an airline manager, gathered basic information related to pilots. After that, posing as a manager, he called a clothing factory and ordered a pilot's uniform. When he wore that uniform and walked out on the street, elderly ladies and nearby women looked at him with admiration. He went back to the bank again and, this time, successfully cashed money with the fake check. The bank manager even greeted him respectfully and expressed hope that he'd return often. After that, he reached a 5-star hotel and tried to book a room with a fake check. But the manager told him that with a personal check, only $100 could be exchanged, while with an airline company's credit card, up to $300 could be changed. Hearing this, Leji became very excited. He immediately returned to his room and began preparing to make a credit card. First, he printed a check template using a printer, then soaked an airline company logo model in water for 24 hours. After that, he took it out, stuck it onto the fake check, and pressed it under a new Chinese dictionary so that the logo and check would fuse perfectly. He then took that check to the bank and gave it to the girl sitting at the counter. When the girl began to verify the check, Leji said softly, "Excuse me, you've probably heard this many times, but your eyes are the most beautiful I've ever seen." Hearing this, the girl blushed and exchanged the check without hesitation. After this experience, young Leji started making even more fake checks. His forgery techniques were improving day by day. One morning, he went to the bank with a pile of checks, but the bank was still an hour away from opening. The manager told him that if he was in a hurry, he could go to the airport counter and exchange checks by identifying himself as a pilot. Leji was surprised to learn that even airport staff had this facility. He immediately reached the airport, and not only did he exchange the check there, but also received good news. With that identity, he could fly anywhere in the world for free. Hearing this, without thinking twice, he entered the plane as a captain, sat in the cockpit, experienced flying, and grew close to a beautiful air hostess. After that, he used the same method to travel to 26 countries. In just 3 months, he had swindled more than 1.5 million yuan from major banks around the world. But such a huge disappearance of cash was enough to attract the attention of the police.